Hey everybody. So it's been about a week now since I've gotten home from BGGcon, which is a fantastic experience, by the way. And I wanted to make a couple of videos talking about my experience at BGGcon, the games I've bought, and maybe some other stuff. But what I didn't want to do was make a very long video doing both. So for now, this video is going to be talking about my experiences at BGGcon, and if you want to see the video about the games I've bought, I'm going to link it up here. It's going to be like an eye somewhere up here that you can click on and check those out. Anyway, let's talk about BGGcon Experience. So before the BGGcon actually, what I did was I flew down from here to Seattle to meet my family and some friends that I've met from Twitter, and that was a great experience on its own. I got to meet Suzanne at 425 Suzanne, and Maggie Bot, and Sarteris, which is Brian, and Danielle, which is I think Blue Cat Meeple. And meeting them in Seattle, and we got to play some games at Mox Boarding House and Cafe Mox. It was a really nice experience, and it was really welcoming because, well, you know, there's, as my mom has said, they're technically strangers because we've never met face to face, but to me they don't really feel like strangers. We've been talking on Twitter for so long that it feels like we're friends, but friends who've just never met. But it's something like that, but we've met now, so that's something. So being able to visit my family and friends, being able to play games with them before BGGcon and seeing what Seattle's all about, that was actually a very nice experience, and I plan to do the same thing the next time I go to BGGcon, which would be go visit Seattle once more, visit my family again, and just because, well, it's a really nice city, and it was nice to do, instead of just flying down to BGGcon directly. Anyway, so after my week visiting my family, I flew down from Seattle all the way to Texas, and got to see what BGGcon's all about. So BGGcon is the Board Game Geek Con, and it used to be once a year, but now there's a BGGcon Spring and a BGGcon Cruise, so now 3 times a year. But it's a convention where you play games, really, just board games, all the new, all the old, all the cool stuff, all the uncool stuff. But basically, it's just meeting people and playing games with them for 5 days. 4 or 5 days? One of those. And that's just, oh my god, it's just so much, and it's a lot to take in, but it's not really overwhelming, at least not for me, because I've been going to conventions for a while, not necessarily board game ones, but I've been to like anime conventions and all that other stuff growing up. And this one was just a very new thing for me because it's just a different type of community, really, and everyone was just so like welcoming and happy and just wants to play games. I mean, you go into the open gaming hall and you see tables and tables far as the eye can see of just people playing games, and you see these flags that people put on their table, players needed, teachers wanted kind of deal. So you can just play games and teach games to people you absolutely don't know, and you get to meet them and they introduce themselves. And I did so. I mean, I didn't play a lot of games at BGGcon, I was more like taking it in, but I don't think I've met any one rude person or who didn't want anyone there. Or at least I didn't meet them, maybe there are, but I highly doubt it. But everyone was just so happy, and everyone just happy to play and happy to meet, and it was just, oh, so much to take in. And as far as your, like, people tell me, it's like, oh, is you're gonna be your first big convention like this? You know, you want to sign up for the events, get to meet a lot of people, see what to do, see all the things that are happening, and all that's all well and good. And given it was my first time, there was also a first-timers meeting where they tell you all about the events happening and tell you guys what to do and give you a map and a schedule. And honestly, I went to that for a little bit, but mostly what I wanted to do with my BGGcon experience was to meet all these people that I've met on BGG and on Twitter and Facebook, and just interact with them, and maybe, you know, put a name to the face, or put a face to the name kind of thing. And it was just so nice meeting all these people. And I wish I could do like a slideshow kind of deal where I can, you know, put up your name and your avatar and all that stuff. But honestly, the way I am, I mostly remember your face. I don't really, I might not remember your Twitter handle or your Facebook thing or avatar or BGG username, but I know that if I've met you and I've seen who you are, I will remember you. I guarantee you that. I'll say hi, though I might not remember your name. I will say hi and tell you how we met. But to me, just meeting all these people, and it was just a really nice experience, and especially meeting all these board game celebrities. I would like to say celebrities. I'm not really sure if you call them celebrities or even if they call themselves celebrities, but to me they were kind of like celebrities. These people who have such a big following, and who are basically the recognizable names that you would meet. And being able to meet them and ask them to sign like cards for me. I brought a blank deck of cards, which was actually by accident, but I brought a blank deck of cards and I asked people to sign it, and they did. I finished it. So I'll probably make another video for that. But meeting all these guys, and they were all friendly and happy to meet me, and some actually recognized me, which was to me just a great feeling, because I didn't expect it. I don't really expect a lot of people to recognize me, but people who recognize me from from my videos on YouTube, from Spooning Meeples, from Twitter, hell, from Instagram, which was new because I don't have my face on Instagram. So if you recognize me from there, that's brand new to me. Maybe a little weird. In any case, just meeting all these guys, playing games with them, it was just a great experience. Though I didn't get to play a lot of games at BGGcon. A lot of people just sat there and played games and games and games, and go into the library, renting out a game, or checking out a game, playing it, putting it back, doing that over and over again. People hanging out in their hotel rooms and playing games. Though I did hang out as a hotel room or two, I didn't really like sit back and just played games all day kind of deal. I was more walking around. And to that regard, I guess it was both a positive and a negative. Positive because I got to see a lot of things, new games. I didn't check out any games, by the way. I didn't take advantage of the library at all. I got to teach a game or two, and doing that, and that was a positive for me, meeting a lot of people. But it was more in a negative also, because in doing so, I tended to walk away from the people I've met, like the friends that I had over there, and I tended to be alone a lot. And though, I mean, I could find them on like Facebook and all that stuff and find out where they are, I tended to be alone a lot of the time. I mean, I guess that's just me. I'm trying to take it all in, and in doing so, you kind of sacrifice being part of a group, because most of the group sometimes just stays in one place or stays in the same places. But I did I did go see a little bit of Texas. We went to a nice vegan place. Though I wanted to see a place called Hard 8. I never really got to go with I didn't go with a group that went there. So maybe next time that would be nice. I hear it's like a meat place. Anyway, but so I think that was the only negative, that in my want of seeing everything and taking it all in, instead of not doing really the events but more walking around, I was kind of isolated on my own walking around. Also, I mean, it's not bad, but I think next time I'll probably stick with friends more, and just maybe play some more games. Well, this time also, by next time I would probably have the experience of be like, yeah, I've seen that, yeah, I've done that, and it would be easier to just stick with the group and maybe just go and do group stuff, like maybe play some games or hang out or just chill in a hotel room. Anyway, I wanted to thank everyone that I did meet, and who were very friendly to me. I know a lot of your names probably in my head. Off the top of my head especially, I want to thank like Nicole for getting me a ticket in the hotel room. Thank Hunter and Kyle for being like the coolest people ever. And Andrew, of course, for driving us around Texas and taking us to like that vegan place. That was great. That's a great one. I like that one. I want to thank Suzanne, Maggie, Brian, and Danielle for showing me Seattle, and for introducing me to a lot of folks, especially Suzanne, who quickly found out that maybe I'm not as extroverted. I mean, I'm really not. I mean, I could be if the situation calls for it, but mostly I tend to weigh out my options if I want to be like quiet or outgoing. So she found me during the times where I'm not really feeling outgoing, and she introduced me to a ton of people, and I'm thankful for that. Who else? Oh, thank you to everyone who signed the cards. Getting to meet cool designers and reviewers. Eric Lang, especially, is just, wow, just the coolest dude ever. That guy, meeting Rodney, which, dude, I have a ton of his videos, and meeting Rodney was a big thing for me at BGGcon. Aside from that, just being able to go shopping and play some new games, and I got to teach some games, and actually that was quite fun. Meeting the guys with Bored with Life, seeing the new episode. By the way, hilarious. If you haven't checked that out, check out Bored with Life on YouTube. I'll link to that here somewhere too. And if you haven't seen them yet, go do that. You probably have since you're watching this video. I'm not as popular as they are, but just in case you haven't, go see them. Their season 2 is going to be fantastic. Meeting the cast of Bored with Life was fantastic. Let's see here. What else have I done? Well, that's a lot of it. I mean, there's a lot more in my head that I don't want to bore you with right now. I'm seeing my timer is at around 11 minutes. So for now, just again, thank you, and I will see you guys at possibly next year's BGGcon when I get there. And stay tuned if you guys want to see the video of everything else I bought over my time in Seattle and at BGG. And until then, see y'all later. Bye.